Thank you, thank you. We just want to, we're so happy to be here today, and we want to welcome everyone to the Young African Leaders Initiative Summit. It's been over 10 great years where we have been focusing on investing in young Africans across the continent, and focusing on highlighting and promoting servant leadership, resilience, and encouraging cross-cultural exchanges. So we're so happy to have NBA champion, fashion icon. You see, I put my pocket square right here in the blazer. And here with us, Mr. Serge Ibaka here today. What I'll do now is I'll pass it over to the lead of the Young African Leaders Initiative program, Elizabeth Liu, that will give brief remarks on the program. And then we'll move forward from there. Liz?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Serge. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. We so much appreciate it. And it's just wonderful to be here with you. So as you may know, YALI, of course, is 10 years old, started in 2010 with just 115 young leaders coming to the U.S. to participate in the President's Forum for Young African Leaders. Do you have any guesses how many alumni we have today?
Excuse me?
Any guesses how many YALI alumni there are?
No.
No? So we've gone from 115, now we have 24,000 alumni between the Mandela Washington Fellowship Program and the regional leadership centers. There's also an online network of 700,000 young African leaders, and they're all going to be tuning into this today to hear more about the amazing story that you have. But our YALI alumni, they also have so many amazing stories.
That's amazing.
Yes. We have Nobel Peace Prize nominee from 2019 for her work in rehabilitating child soldiers as a YALI alumnus. We have 5 who have or currently serve in cabinet level positions in government, entrepreneurs, and media personalities like Stephen from YALI TV, who is going to be leading this interview. He is one of our incredible alumnus from YALI RLC West Africa, coming to you today from Accra, Ghana, and it's my pleasure to turn it over to him to continue the program. Thank you.
All right, thank you all for the opportunity, and as thanks to Liz and to Mike for the intros. Once again, Serge, it's good to have you on the YALI 2021 Virtual Summit. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I'll briefly introduce you. So we have in Serge Jonah Ibaka Ingobila, who is an NBA champion. He's currently a Congolese Spaniard, and he was born in September 1989. He is a professional basketball player from Los Angeles, and he has been drafted into the NBA over the past years. Ibaka was drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunders, which has now become, incarnated from Seattle Supersonics with 24 overall pick in 2018 NBA draft. Ibaka is a 3-time NBA All-Defensive First Team selection and has twice led the league in blocks. Even though he's been born in the Republic of Congo, Ibaka plays for the Spanish national team, and he plays professionally in the United States. So Ibaka is a breed of 3 continents. In 2019, Ibaka won the NBA championship with the Toronto Raptors. It's glad to have you on board today, champion.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I hope I got your names right. I love the last name, Ingobila. I'm sure I'll ask you what that means after our interview. But could you tell us a little bit about yourself? How was it growing up in Congo and transitioning abroad to play NBA in America and play nationally in Spain?
growing up in the Congo, back then things was very different. You know, life was not easy. You know, but you know, I always say, God had planned for me. It was my destiny to be here where I'm now. You know, and you know, I lost my mom when I was 7. So all my life I grew up with my dad. Like I said, things was not easier, but I didn't give up. You know, I didn't give up my dream. I had my dream, and the next day I wake up. You know, I started to go for my dream, to follow my dream. You know, in Africa, the condition the way it is. I was patient, and I know my time is gonna come, and I have this. All I have to do is just to keep working, to keep believe. One day I'm gonna make it.
Interesting. I'd love to find out from you, how did you develop such great work ethics? Was it inspired by the culture of the environment you are in now, or the lifestyle, or the family background, or it was inspired by where you came from, your origin from Congo?
I think I was inspired from the region of where I come from. You know, my life. You know, all the difficulty I had when I was young, losing my mom. You know, my dad at some point he was in prison. You know, so all those kind of things, all those kind of challenges, kind of make me stronger, mentor. You know, and then that's where I think come from. You know, it come from that. That's where I think come from.
Can you share a little bit with us about your humanitarian work in Africa, and what are some of the plans you have to impact the life of young Africans when it comes to leadership? You heard Liz tell you have over 24,000 young Africans who have been trained and ready to impact the continent. What are some of your plans in promoting leadership through your foundation?
Yeah, with my foundation, we be doing a lot of works back home. In the last six years, you know, and we work on two sides. We work on education and we work on health. So I think in the last 5 years, with my foundation, we be doing every summer I go back to Africa to do the basketball academy, where I help a lot of young players to have opportunity to come study here in the States or in Europe, just at the same time to play basketball, you know. But the most important is only basketball is the education, you know, because those young players, they may one day, you know, make to the NBA or they may not, you know, but at least they're gonna have the opportunity to have a better education for themselves. It's gonna be good for their family. So I think in the last 5 years, we have over 15 young players already, you know, through my foundation, through the academy. We do every year, you know, and yeah, that's one of the side part of education plan. And also I just in the last 2 years we have a new academy in Senegal. We just opened a new academy in Senegal too. So the goal right now is to you know, to open the academy in a lot of countries in Africa, because I started in Congo, but now we are in Senegal. So, you know, the next step is going to be in other countries. You know, the idea is, like I say, you know, we try to help those young players. You know, I'm trying to give them opportunity. I didn't have it. You know, at least they're going to have that kind of opportunity where they can go do a study and outside the country, and at the same time play basketball. If basketball works, perfect. If not, at least they're gonna have a great opportunity to have a better education. You know, that's an education and sports side. And also on the other side, I work with a lot of orphanage. You know, one of the reason I love to work with orphanage, because at some point of my life, I was on the streets. You know, I used to beg money in the street.
Wow.
I used to clean them to the office, to the kids on the streets. So that's the other part, you know.
Wow.
One of the goals is to partner with couple orphanages. Since I'm not in the ground, it's kind of a lot of work to do on my own. So I try to I be partner with a lot of orphanages where, you know, every year we're gonna try to help them with supplies and medication, everything. So that is the plan for the foundation.
Awesome. I mean, you have an inspirational story. I'd love to find out from you, what would be your message of solidarity to the young African who aspires to great dreams and visions like yourself? In the face of challenges or in the face of opportunities, what would be that message of solidarity from you to the young African?
No, first of all, my first message is gonna be about the solidarity. Is we have to understand, you know, they have to be together. We have to be together. You know, all those young kids out there, who everything they seek and every time they think about, you know, doing something, the first thing you have to come, we have to do it together. You know, it's like me when I'm here, when I wake up every day, I go to practice hard, I play. I know I have a lot responsibility on my shoulder. You know, I know there's a lot of young people in Africa. They're watching me. They get inspired by me. You know, so I don't do this. I don't just do this for me or for my family. It's for the whole continent. You know, so that's one of my message. Like, we have to be together all the time. You know, we have to stay together and keep working. You know, one thing I always say in life, anything's possible. You know, it's no matter where you come from, who you are, what kind of family you come from. You know, anything's possible. You have to be patient. You have to keep believe. You have to work hard. You know, one day you're gonna make it. It has to be in the basketball. It can't be in anything. You have to go to school, education. You know, it has to be in a lot of things. You know, it has to be in the basketball. It can be in I don't know, in anything. You know, but you have to believe in anything you want to do. It's just knowing anything's possible. You know, so yeah, that's my message.
Well, interesting. So, over the past years, US African engagements have increased over the decade, and we see the launch of NBA in Africa. We have the NBA Africa League, and you also spoke about you building academies across the continent and many other collaborations, especially looking at how impactful the YALI program has been. What do you feel is the best way to keep this momentum of US-African relations going on to impact development on the continent?
Excuse me, I didn't hear the last part. Can you repeat again, please?
Yeah. So looking at how we've launched NBA, the NBA African League, there is YALI, which is a US-Africa relation. What do you think is the way forward in keeping the momentum of US-African relation partnerships to affect the development of the continent?
I mean, I think it's a great initiative. It's a great opportunity, you know, for Africa and for all the people who love basketball, especially in Africa. I think it's great, you know, what the NBA be doing, you know, is to open door for a lot of African players to play basketball, you know, at high level, and to motivate the youth, you know. Like the example you can see now we have a lot of African players in the NBA than a couple years ago, you know. So that's the key, you know. So it's something we know we all have to support it, because it's gonna change a lot of people's lives, you know. I wish when I was young, when I started to play basketball, you know, we could have this kind of, you know, events, but it's never too late now. You know, the NBA is doing that, so I'm just, you know, I'm just thankful, man. I'm just thankful for that.
I have a couple of other questions to ask. The name Mafuzi Chef, where did it come from, and how did you generate interest in cooking, MBA and cooking?
Yeah, Mafuzi Chef. I'm Mafuzi Chef because I'm the chef Mafuzi. You know, Mafuzi is my nickname since I was young in Congo. And the interest about chef is I started to cook because of my dad. You know, when I was young, I used to watch my dad cook a lot, and that's how I really learned to cook. And then when I created my own show, How Hungry Are You? I'm sure you know it. And
Yeah.
that's where the name of my Fuzzy Chef came.
Interesting. Mark Gasso, who is your fellow Spanish player, who also plays at the Raptors, right? What's your relationship with him? I realize you could do a lot of humanitarian works together. What's your relationship?
Yeah, Mark, we cool. You know, we played before with this Spanish national team. Also, we won a championship together in Toronto. So Mark is my good friend. Him and his brother Paul Gasol. I have a lot of respect for them. You know, so yeah.
Interesting. Before we had the interview, I discovered that you have love for fashion and music. I watched your music video Lego with Tiak and Champion with Nino. What is it with you and fashion? Someone may just think you are a fashion icon. What inspires you in that direction?
First of all, I am an artist.
Wow.
I'm an artist. That's how I describe myself. You know, I'm an artist. I have mind of artists. You know, I have mind of artist. I'm good at create things. So that's when I describe myself. I describe myself as an artist. You know, so like art example, fashion is art. You know, so even basketball, a game of basketball, at some point, even if you have all the physical, at some point you have to add some art movement. You know, so. And then music, it's art. So I like to kind of, even when I cook, I think more, not only, I don't really think about cooking. I think about creating, so that's, my mind it work like artist, so that's how I describe myself. So yeah, I just love art. That's why I'm into fashion, and I'm into music too.
I watched an interview where you spoke 3 languages back to back. And I watched the comments below, and it was very impressive. I think you impressed many people speaking 3 different languages. Tell us, what's your inspiration and what will be your message to the young African leader out there when it comes to language and advantages you have gotten speaking 3 different international languages?
I speak 4 languages. 4 languages, yeah. And I think I'm gonna give my advice is more like to all the young African, if they have opportunity,
time in traffic,
if they have opportunity to learn languages, I think it's good. I wish I did that when I was young. But again, like I say, it's never late. Now I speak 4 languages, so that's one of my advice to them. Like if they have opportunity to learn languages, I think it's important, because you don't know where life's gonna take you one day. You don't know where life's. I didn't when I was young. I never thought like one day I'm gonna go live in Spain or here in the United States. So that's what I'm saying. If you have opportunity to learn it, you should.
I have 2 questions brewing in my mind. The first one is, I'll call him Mr. Versatile, the man who speaks 4 languages, the man who has his origins from 3 continents, and the one who is into fashion, music, and a philanthropist. What is the future for you when you retire from active sports? What is the future for you?
Like so far, right now I've been doing a lot of things. Like you say, I'm into music, I'm into fashion, I'm into cooking. I work my foundations. I do a lot of things. Business on the side. So I'm just doing a lot of things. So to see, how it's go, which one really I'm gonna, stick to when I'm done playing. You know, I don't wanna just say one thing, because I wanna starting to try a lot of things, different things at the same time, and to see which one really, you know, I'm gonna enjoy your life to do more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I hope the next time your foundation is coming to Africa, we are going to host you at YALI TV in Accra, where you eat some local Ghanaian food.
That will be a pleasure. I've been in Ghana before too.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been in Ghana before, so yeah.
So as we draw the curtains on this interview, I would love you to give a goodwill message to all YALI alumni across the continent who are watching you right now, and to every young African who is watching you today.
Every young African who is watching this video, I'm Serge Ibaka. I play for the NBA. Now 12 years I've been playing for the NBA. Even myself, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm still ask myself if it's me, really me, or I'm dreaming, or if it's me, I'm NBA champion now, or I'm still dreaming. But everything started with a dream. I had a dream, I had a vision, and I believe in my God, I believe in my vision. I put a lot of work, I put a lot of sacrifice, I sacrificed a lot of time. I was patient. It was not easy. It was so many ups and downs, but I never give up. One thing, I never give up. I never let someone to tell me I cannot do that. I never let someone tell me that way is difficult. I never tell somebody to make me believe I'm nobody. I'm nothing. You know, because anybody in this life can do anything they want if they believe, if they put a lot of hard work, if they're patient. You know, so yeah, that's a message to them. You know, that keep believe. You know, let's keep believe. It's no matter where you come from or what kind of family you have or how your situations. No, we all can do it. If I'm here today, you can too. Salut, c'est Serge Ibaka, joueur de la NBA. Ça fait 12 ans que je joue en NBA. Je suis né au Congo-Brazzaville, grandi là-bas. Et aujourd'hui, je suis en NBA. Il y a des fois où je me réveille le matin, je me dis si c'est moi qui vis ici en Amérique et qui joue en NBA ou c'est pas moi. Mais je sais qu'avec Dieu, tout est possible. Quand j'étais jeune, il n'y a personne qui m'en croyait en moi, personne qui croyait en moi. Mais il y avait que moi, tous ceux qui croyaient à moi. Et j'ai beaucoup travaillé, j'ai beaucoup sacrifié pour être aujourd'hui là où je suis. Et personne n'y croyait. Et c'est pour te dire que dans la vie, tout est possible. Tout est possible. Il faut y croire, il faut travailler, il faut pousser. Si aujourd'hui, moi, Serge Ibaka, je suis arrivé, ça veut dire toi aussi, tu peux arriver. OK? Bonne chance.
Merci. Wow. Thank you, Serge Ibaka, for having you on this special segment of the YALI 2021 Virtual Summit. It's been an honor speaking to you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.